In the land where the wild whifflers play, and the boom blooms bloom in bright array, there lay a field where battles roared, and now silence reigned, the swords all stored. In this place of tumult, turned to grief, stood Elrin, the ranger, small and brief. A halfling he was, but brave and true, with a heart as vast as the sky's own blue. Around him lay his friends, now still, lost in the game that's played to kill. Elrin's eyes, a deep pool of sorrow, held dreams that were not to see tomorrow. He walked mongst the remnants, quiet and slow, where once brave hearts did fiercely glow. Alas, he whispered to a wind so slight, these brave souls have taken their final flight. Betrayed they were, by trust so frail, by a general's deceit, a woeful tale. In his hand, a banner torn, its emblem a sign of trust forsworn. This general, a fiend in disguise, has brought about my comrade's demise. But by the stars that twinkle and gleam, I'll avenge this treacherous, foul scheme. He spoke to the breeze, to the silent air, his vow of vengeance laid out bare. Though small in size, his will was firm, to chase the traitor, make him squirm. For in the world of might and main, Elrin's courage was not in vain. And so in the gloom of the war-torn field, with his heart as his shield, his resolve unsealed, the halfling ranger, brave and bold, set forth on a quest, fearless and cold. To right the wrongs, to clear the slate, in a world of chaos, anger, and hate. In the heart of a land, lush and green, where the tallest of trees are commonly seen, and flowers bloom in colors so bright, Elrin stood in the magical light. His homeland, a realm of wonder and awe, now witnessed his vow, firm and raw. With eyes ablaze, like stars in the night, he pledged to set the grievous wrongs right. To the cult, so vile, and the general so cruel, I'll be justice's blade, not a mere tool. In the depths of the woods, in the whispering leaves, I'll hone my skills, as a spider weaves. Around him, the creatures of the wood watched in silence, as best as they could. They knew of his pain, his heart's deep scar, for in the forest, news travels far. But how, they wondered, in this land so vast, will Elrin find the culprits, at long last? Elrin, with a quiver and bow in hand, looked determined, his stance so grand. I'll track them down, through valley and hill, through storm, through calm, with iron will. No stone unturned, no path untread, until justice is served, until vengeance is fed. In the forest, where the zizzazazazoos roam, and the humming fish hum in their foamy home, Elrin practiced, from dawn till night's fall, mastering skills to heed justice's call. His arrows flew true, his senses keen, in the land where the sneetches are sometimes seen. And so in this whimsical, wild expanse, Elrin readied himself for the upcoming dance. A dance of shadows, a silent fight, against those who wronged, in the day and the night. For in a world spun from imagination's own mind, lies a tale of a hero, unique in his kind. In a border town, where tales intertwine, stood a tavern, rugged and fine. A place of mystery, of stories untold, where adventurers gather, brave and bold. Into this haven, Elrin did stride, with a heart full of purpose, and nothing to hide. His eyes, they sparkled with a curious gleam, as he stepped into this living dream. The tavern was bustling, a hive of sound, with creatures of all sorts gathered around. Lanterns of color, dancing with light, illuminated faces, both merry and bright. At a table large, and somewhat round, sat a band of mercenaries, renowned. Warriors and mags, rogues galore, their skills in covert ops of famous lore. Elrin approached, with a quiet grace, a determined look upon his face. "Good sirs and madams, if I may, I seek your guidance, this very day. I'm on a quest, revenge I seek, against those who prey upon the weak. Your skills are known, far and wide, I wish to join, not to hide." The mercenaries, in their motley crew, eyed him up, as they sipped their brew. A halfling ranger, keen and small, could be quite handy, after all. Their leader, a rogue with eyes like flame, asked, "What, young ranger, is your game? What can you bring to our merry band, as we roam and rove across the land?" Elrin stood tall as he could. "I'm skilled with a bow, and my tracking is good. I've a heart full of courage, a will that's strong, I fight for what's right, against what's wrong." The mercenaries murmured, a sound like the sea, and finally agreed, "You can join us, let it be. But know this path is rough and wild, not a journey for the meek or mild." And so in that tavern, where legends are born, Elrin joined the band, on that fateful morn. Together they'd venture, into the unknown, in a world where the seeds of adventure are sown. In the land of whimsy, wonder, and woe, Elrin's journey continues, with gains and pains. For in every heart, there's a tale to be told, in this whimsical world, bold and old. In a realm where reality bends and blends, stood a fortress, where the journey extends. Tall and imposing, with towers that touch the sky, underneath which secrets and shadows lie. Elrin and his band, as quiet as the night, approached the fortress, hidden from sight. Their mission was clear, their purpose set in stone, to uncover truths, in a tone hushed and low. The fortress, guarded by beings so strange, patrolling the walls, a sight wide in range. Their eyes were sharp, their ears finely tuned, but the mercenaries moved, shadowed and mooned. Elrin, small but fierce, led the team, through the fortress, like a silent stream. With stealth and skill, we'll find a way, to bring to light what's hidden away. Through secret doors and passages dim, they moved with purpose, vigor, and vim. Inside, the halls were vast and wide, holding secrets that long did hide. The fortress whispered tales of old, of power and betrayal, stories bold. Elrin and his comrades, with skills so fine, sought out the clues, line by line. Parchments and letters, long concealed, revealed plots and pacts, now unsealed. The general's dealings, now laid bare, we hold the truth, as rare as air. With information in hand, silent and deep, they left the fortress, secrets to keep. Back through the shadows, swift and unseen, their first mission together, a dream now seen. In a world where fantasy meets reality's gaze, Elrin's story continues, through the maze. For each challenge faced, each barrier overcome, brings him closer to the truth, and then some. In this land of wonder, where tales take flight, Elrin's journey continues, into the night. For in every heart, a story resides, in a world of magic, where mystery abides. In a land where the ancient whispers sigh, stood ruins old, under the vast sky. Overgrown with vines, green and wild, where secrets lay, untamed and mild. Elrin and his band, brave and wise, stepped into this world, a prize for their eyes. The ruins spoke of times long past, of shadows deep, and spells cast. "Behold," said Elrin, with eyes keen and bright, "these relics of old, bathed in light. They hold the key to the cult's dark heart, a power they seek to set apart. The ruins were a labyrinth of stone and tale, with symbols etched, both grand and frail. The air was thick with magic of old, telling stories, brave and bold. As they roamed through the crumbled halls, past statues tall and ancient walls, they found a chamber, secret and deep, where secrets lay, in eternal keep. Elrin, with care, began to explore, deciphering texts from the ancient lore. The cult's dark rituals, now clear to see, a plan to control, a plan to be free. Artifacts strange, with power untold, in that room, covered in mold. Stones engraved, with symbols rare, spoke of rituals, dark and bare. Their aim is now clear to our sight, to bend the world to their might. But with this knowledge, we hold the key, to stop their plans, to set free. In the heart of the ruins, where time stood still, Elrin found purpose, a newfound will. For in a world of magic and lore, lies a tale of bravery, much more. In the land where secrets are hidden in stone, Elrin's journey, far from done, shone. For every secret, every hidden door, leads him closer to what he's searching for. In this realm of fantasy, where dreams are spun, Elrin's story, under the sun, continues on, with each step and stone, in a world where the seeds of adventure are sown. In a camp where the mercenary song rings, under stars that gleam like tiny wings, a tale of betrayal, sudden and stark, emerged in the night, in whispers hark. Elrin stood, his heart a swirling storm, as a comrade confessed, breaking the norm. "Forgive me, friends, with a voice so meek, my allegiance elsewhere I did seek." The camp, alive with tents so grand, a mix of colors, like a fantasy land. But now, a hush fell, heavy and deep, as they absorbed the betrayal, steep and steep. Elrin's eyes, wide with a surprise so vast, reflected the stars, the present and past. His trust was shaken, but his resolve stood firm, in a world of whimsy, he'd weather this term. Around him, his comrades, a swirl of emotion, anger, confusion, a turbulent ocean. But Elrin's voice rose, clear and strong, "We must stay true, to where we belong. The cult's dark plans, still a looming threat, this betrayal, harsh, won't make us fret. We stand united, in light and in dark, for our mission is true, our aim a bright spark." In that vibrant camp, where stories dance, Elrin's leadership shone, more than at first glance. Guiding them forward, through uncertainty's maze, in a world where adventure blazes and blazes. For in every heart, a choice must be made, in a world where fantasy and reality fade. Elrin's journey, with twists and bends, continues on, to where the story extends. In this land of fantasy, dreams and tears, Elrin faces challenges, conquers his fears. But with each step forward, each hurdle crossed, he finds his way, never truly lost. For in this world of magic and might, lies a story of trust, and the will to fight. In the camp where the mercenary's heart beats true, Elrin's tale continues, ever new. In a stronghold grand, where secrets dwell, under a sky where dreams and nightmares gel, Elrin faced the general, his heart filled with might, in a hall of deceit, amidst the dimming light. The general, perched high on his throne of lies, met Elrin's gaze with mocking eyes. "Ah, the ranger, so small yet so bold, do you think you can unseat me from my hold? My power is vast, like the endless sea. What hope have you, a mere halfling, against me?" His laughter echoed, cold and drear, filling the hall with a sense of fear. But Elrin stood firm, his spirit unshaken. Your reign of shadows will soon be forsaken. Your dealings unveiled, your plots exposed, it's time for your chapter to be closed. The hall, adorned with grandeur and flair, bore witness to a confrontation rare. Elrin, small in size, but vast in heart, played in this drama a pivotal part. The general scoffed, his voice a sneer, bravery alone won't save you here. You think you can best me in my lair? I'll show you the power of true despair. Yet Elrin, undeterred by the threat so dire, stood his ground, his eyes afire. Justice has come, with its mighty sword, and your wicked reign will no longer be adored. The mercenaries and guards, all around, watch this clash, without a sound. In a world where reality and fantasy blend, a showdown of wills, right to the end. For in every heart, a battle rages, in tales told across the ages. Elrin's journey, with twists and turns, continues on, as the fire burns. In this land of wonder, where stories are spun, Elrin's confrontation with the general had begun. A battle not just of might, but of wits and will, in a world where fantasies and truths spill. In a realm where the fabric of reality twists and bends, there lies a dimension where time extends. A mystical world, so vibrant and grand, became the stage for Elrin's daring stand. The land was otherworldly, a Seussian dream, with floating islands and a starlit stream. Vortexes swirled in colors so bright, illuminating the dimension's perpetual night. Elrin, on a landmass afloat in the air, stood with resolve, determination to spare. Before him, a portal, dark and wide, threatened to unleash chaos, far and wide. The cult's true plan, now clear to view, to awaken an ancient being, and start anew. A creature of power, from ages lost, we must stop them, whatever the cost. The portal throbbed with energy dark, in this world of whimsy, it made its mark. Creatures of magic, both strange and wild, watched in awe, every man, woman, and child. Elrin knew, the moment was nigh, to act with courage, to do or die. With every ounce of strength I wield, I'll prevent this beast from being unsealed. The dimension itself seemed to pause and wait, as Elrin braced to seal their fate. With every step, he felt the weight of a fate so grand, it could not abate. Around him, magic of the land did swell, lending its power, its protective shell. For in a world where fantasy and reality blur, heroes rise, their spirits astir. In this mystical dimension, where dreams are king, Elrin's story continues to ring. For each challenge faced, each barrier overcome, brings him closer to defeating the sum. In the world of wonders, where legends are told, Elrin's adventure, brave and bold, continues on, with each step and choice, in a world where magic has its own voice. In a realm where fantasy meets the eye, a mystical world beneath the sky, stood an altar, the source of the fray, where Elrin fought to save the day. The ancient being, near its wake, in a world where the dreamers shake. The cultists chanted, their voices in tune, under the light of a ghostly moon. Their unearthly allies, with eyes agleam, stood ready for a battle, as it would seem. Elrin, small but fierce at heart, knew this battle was just a part. With bow and blade, we'll fight, he cried, against this darkness, side by side. The mercenaries charged, a brave sight to behold, determined to stop the cult's plan, so bold. Swords clashed, arrows took flight, in the realm where day meets night. Magic swirled, a tapestry of light, illuminating the epic fight. The altar throbbed, with power so vast, as the cult neared their goal at last. But Elrin, with a will so strong, knew in his heart, this was wrong. With a leap and a shout, he led the charge, through the fray, his aim so large. The battle raged, fierce and long, in a world where right faces wrong. In the mystical realm, where tales are born, the final battle had just been sworn. A clash of wills, of light and dark, in the whimsical world, stark and stark. For in every heart, a battle is fought, in the land of stories, taught and caught. Elrin's journey, with twists and bends, moves forward, towards its destined ends. In this world of fantasy, of dreams and might, Elrin's story shines ever bright. For in each battle, each courageous stand, lies a testament to the heart's command. Thus continues the tale, so bold and new, in a world where each dream comes true. In this final battle, where legends are made, Elrin's courage, like the breaking shade. In lands once marred by the scars of war, now stood a scene of peace, not far. The world, once torn, began to heal, showing strength, an unbroken seal. Elrin gazed upon this rejuvenating sight, where darkness gave way to the light. His heart, once burdened by the weight of the past, now harbored hope, vast and vast. The ruins whispered tales of yore, but new life sprang, more and more. Green sprouts emerged, through the cracks and the tears, marking the end of old fears. Elrin stood, a figure so small, yet his spirit was grand, never to fall. He pondered his journey, long and deep, a path of justice, a vow to keep. I faced the dark, I fought the fight, but my journey continues, beyond the night. For every heart that yearns for peace, my quest for justice will never cease. With eyes set firm on the horizon wide, Elrin felt a newfound pride. His journey, a tale of courage and grace, now led him to a new place. For in a world where dreams take flight, heroes emerge, shining bright. Elrin's story, with its twists and bends, moves forward, towards new ends. In the land of healing, under the sun's warm glow, Elrin's adventure was far from slow. For in every ending, a beginning anew, in a world where each day brings a view. Thus, in a realm where stories unfold, Elrin's tale continues, bold and bold. For in every heart, a hero resides, in a world where wonder and hope abides.